We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Thursday edition of the Stay Cashin show. Lot to talk about here with the what went on in baseball. We had a crazy college football game last night. NFL coming, Commanders game. I can't believe I called them the Commanders. Redskins game tonight. Bill Rupp. I fucked up there, guys. I'm sorry. I'll never call them the Commanders.
Who are you?
Bill Rupp, Mr. Homeless Hunter, coming after me and Evan, the third member of the fucking Stay Cashin crew to get 1 million views on a TikTok. And yours is the most current, surpassing Evan's 1 million view TikTok from just this week.
Nope.
No. I mean, it's more recent 1 million view.
Oh, okay.
You did it 3 days ago.
Okay.
Bill, how's it feel to be the head homeless hunter?
Listen, I mean, it's not just me; it's a whole community.
It's a whole. You guys need a tagline, dude.
Everyone's banding together. It's a great.
I literally respect the homeless hunters. I've become a fan of the homeless hunters. At first, I was making fun. I actually enjoy the homeless hunters. They're doing what I did in 2020, right? Except I was going after Chrissy Teigen and Tom Hanks, and they're mobbing up on homeless people. So, but these are.
Listen, my one goal was to be ahead of you with more followers in one social media thing. And now I finally passed you. I was counting down yesterday. I was like, come on, 10 more, 21. And then I just blew right past you.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, my last 3 videos got deleted and banned, and I stopped posting for the last 3 months.
I've told Tommy if he actually tries at TikTok, like the type of videos I do, he'll get to like 100.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna. Listen, the basement is finally complete, pretty much. Joe's down there right now. So we're going to be actually doing, guys, officially this Sunday. Will be the launch of the Mayhem Mansion beta. It's a beta version. We're not going to promote it on social media. We're not going to promote it anywhere. We're just going to fuck around, see how it goes. We'll do a pregame show before the show starts. We're going to probably go into the 1 o'clock games, maybe into the 4 o'clock games. We're just going to feel it out. It's a beta test. And then next week is the official launch. That'll be the social media launch and, really just go after this shit. So, that's coming, so we're excited about that. That's been dragging me down. Once that's fucking gets started, I'm just going to blow past Bill. I'm going to fucking wipe him out. One video, just fucking wipe him out. I believe it. Joey Rackets, Orioles, you ready? It's tomorrow? Next day? When do they play?
Saturday, dude.
What?
Saturday. all the other series got swept. They weren't nothing.
Yeah, but even if they didn't get swept, they'd be over today. Why is it Saturday?
It's bullshit because Rackets, those teams should be at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Not winning the division, so they shouldn't have days off.
So let's do this. Let's start with baseball real quick, then we'll get the headlines, and then we'll go into college football and NFL. Yeah, move it up, E. Just see E's reaction. I always tell
them to put baseball.
Well, I mean, listen, the playoffs started now. So now we gotta move up. Gotta move it up a little bit. But as far as the baseball Rackets, 4 series, 4 sweeps. Let's start with the fucking Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, 4.
I mean,
somebody let the Rays know that the postseason started and is over already for them.
What was that at home?
They looked so bad that game 1.
Bro, they brought Siri back early. They brought him back early for defense, and he cost 3 of the runs.
Shit.
He cost them 3 of the runs in game 1, and they
couldn't even throw the ball. Like, you just looked like shit.
I mean, it's different. Like, and full disclosure, I had the Rays. It's different. I think everyone had the Rays.
I hit the Rays live, dude.
Everyone had the Rays because it's the playoffs, right? It's like this is when the Rays are going to come around, start cheating, and do all the shit that they did at the beginning of the season. I mean, that first game, they looked like a little league team.
I said in the chat that they were throwing the ball around like Peyton's team. Like, dude, literally, I felt like I was watching a 7-year-old team.
5 walks, 4 errors, and 3 other misplays that should have been errors. The play against the wall that he should have caught. The play at first base should have been caught. The other play at
Diaz, bro. I mean, he won the AL batting title, but that dude cannot play any defense.
Can't have the batting champ have 1 hit in 2 games, bro.
I mean,
and that 3 errors in the field.
Insane. And you know how bad it was? I didn't even get ripped on in the chat for having Rays bets everywhere. That's when you know a team is playing that, where they're not even blaming me, right? Where it's like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, if you predicted the Rays to lose the series, that's fine. But if you predicted that to be the way, I want to sign up for your package.
Game one should have been 1-0.
1-0, right? And keep in mind, if that's 1-0 Rackets, that's a different vibe. That's a different energy. They probably tie it. Right. It's a different bullpen. It's a different everything. They only had 19,000 people at the game.
They set a record a major league record for lowest playoff attendance.
Even the fans had it as a foregone conclusion. Like, yeah, we're gonna fucking wait there. We'll say we'll go this weekend when we play the fucking real teams. Like 19,000 people at a playoff game. Did you hear the Minnesota game? It sounded like fucking
Minnesota and Philly were fucking
Philly. The Philly game, yeah. See, Philly, you expect though. Their fans are rabid. You know they're gonna.
Yeah,
Minnesota was fucking blowing the roof off.
A day game too.
That was a day game, outdoor.
Minnesota. You might as well just, for me, what I think, bro, is the Astros just fucking.
Dude, Minnesota hasn't won anything in the playoffs in like fucking a decade and a half, and just fucking ran through. But we knew that. I'm not surprised with the Blue Jays. Because we knew the Blue Jays are one of those teams.
Tommy,
I bet the Blue Jays plus money.
It didn't make any sense. The Blue Jays players are pissed about the coaching decisions.
They should be. And I'm pissed about my bets. Because
Merrifield was pissed.
Barrios was out after how many pitches?
47, I think.
What?
40.
Dude, Gossman. We had Gossman 7 Ks to start the fucking day. He had 5. He struck out the side, and he was at 73 pitches. Struck out the side at 73 pitches. One of the best pitchers in the entire Major League Baseball, and they pulled him.
See, I can actually like get behind that one just because Royce Lewis was coming up. He had already homered twice. I understand that one.
I don't, dude. I don't. Because you know you're going to extend your bullpen, which is going to hurt you for the next 2 games. That first game, that's why Texas got off to such a great start in their series, because Monty went like 8, right? Or 7. Whatever. Like, if you get length in that first game, that gives you flexibility, because you got to play 3 games in a row in pressure situations.
Imagine if the Yankees had somebody that could go 7 innings, shut out against the Rays, and only throw like 80 pitches.
We did, and then we traded him for a guy we just cut.
Yeah, man, nice, right?
Yeah, good job, Yankees, on the Montgomery trade. And the funny thing is, I actually like Bader. I was a fan of Bader when we got him, but my point was,
they got rid of him anyways.
Well, my point was not for Montgomery, right? Like, I like Bader.
I mean, you cut him.
Not for Montgomery. Why are we trading Montgomery?
Then you had a kid come up who everyone's been waiting for. He hit 4 home runs, the youngest player to hit 4 home runs, the fastest in baseball, and then he's out for the whole year next year.
And then you cut Bader. Bader's the only guy on a fucking team that hustles. Why are you cutting fucking Bader? I don't understand. But anyway, fuck the Yankees. So this Blue Jays series, I am surprised because of how inept Minnesota's been throughout their playoff history that they came out and just walloped them.
Well, they've always lost to the Yankees.
They're a really solid team, though.
They are good, though, yeah. And they got better pitching than people think.
They do have better pitching than people think, and their bullpen is pretty good. Like,
yeah, they're all right. That's why I wasn't.
I don't think they stand.
No, they don't.
Honestly, but why?
The Rays series does kind of give me a little hesitation after thinking the Rays.
Why wouldn't they stand a chance though? Framber is really the only pitching advantage they have. Sure, they have Jordan and Altuve and Bregman, but like. The Twins got some guys, man. Like,
yeah, no, the Twins are good. I
honestly think the Twins bullpen might be a little bit better than the Astros. So if it comes down to that, I could see the series going a little bit 6-7.
I think it can go. I think it's a run through. I think it's a run through.
They cheat. They find ways to win, bro.
Latinos are crazy in the playoffs. They fucking get jacked up when those fans start going nuts. So I mean, I see the Altuves and fucking all them going batshit. But I think they run through them pretty quickly. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The Philly series, probably the most heartbreaking loss in a long time for me on that. Plus, first of all, the +2.5 lost because they lost the first game by 3. Josh Bell hit the ball. Rackets, you watched that Josh Bell, but this far from going out, 107 miles per hour off the bat.
That was exact score too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was.
And I'm pretty sure that was the exact score. 4-2.
That was so. I had exact score 4-2 plus 3,100. Yeah. And then so at least now he's on second.
And he almost got thrown out at second.
Yeah, now he's on second with no outs. So I'm like, all right, and fucking Jazz pops up. Then fucking Kimbrel just drops a ball out of nowhere. And I'm like, wait, he's on third. He could score on a single now. And we missed that. So that was tough. Gossman got pulled at 73 pitches on the K prop. That was tough. Luzardo had 5 Ks through 4 innings, missed the 5.5. That was tough. And then the plus 3,100. So did win the D-backs.
The easiest bet was Phillies. The 2 games.
Yeah.
That was just money. I thought the odds on those 2 games were way too low. That was like free money, handing those games to us. And now, basically, from what I think is basically the World Series. Braves versus the Phillies. I think that's the World Series.
Well, so let's finish these, right? So did win a couple bets on that first day too, but had a few heartbreakers. And then the D-backs, Rackets, our snakes, fucking making me look great. That was my favorite bet. Was given out for free. We had them to win the series. Put it all over the place. Snakes just fucking call. I knew they were going to hit Burns. And they hit him, fucking 3 home runs, I think, in the first few innings.
Yeah,
down 3-0 and one.
Runs off him,
and then down 2-0 yesterday, came back and won. Rackets. We said it. This team is built for the playoff. This team's a problem. This team is a problem, dude.
They're built at manufacturing runs. Like, that's what they do, dude. As soon as Carroll gets on first, and I don't know why he wasn't really stealing early on in the series. There was a couple chances where he got on with nobody out leading off the inning, and he didn't take off. But you get fucking Corbin Carroll on leading off an inning, he's going to end up on third base more often than not with only a couple pitches. And they're always in scoring position. They're always putting pressure on the defense. The team is underrated, man. They don't hit. They won the series by hitting home runs, but typically they don't really hit a lot of home runs. It's a lot of gap power and it's a lot of speed base running, and that's what wins in the playoffs, honestly.
And I think they get killed too in the next round.
I do. Yeah.
No, I don't think the D-backs can get killed. I don't think they can get killed. They're too scrappy. They're hungry. No, they got heart, dude. Dude, Toronto goes down, they quit. Tampa goes down, and they just, who the fuck no. That D-backs team was down 3-0 and 2-0 in both those games on the road versus a better team, and came back and walloped them in both games.
I think they win at least a game or two.
They're gonna. This game's going 6. Yeah, this series going 6 for sure.
I think 5.
So that's it. So that's it for the baseball rundown. Obviously, we don't have any games till Saturday for baseball. So get over to 4deep.com and sign up.
My World Series prediction's still there. Astros, Phillies. So
mine is Astros, Braves plus 500, and Rackets. What was yours? Orioles what?
O's Phillies. I'm going Phillies.
O's Phillies. Oh, flipping up. All right. So we're all still live on our
rematch of the 1983 World Series. Brooks Robinson just died. It's in the cards, baby.
I just love this Phillies team. I love Bryce Harper's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, that's and he's on steroids again, which is cool. So that should help him. Yeah. So overall,
Schwarber, love them too.
Actually, yesterday I gave out 3 free bets on Twitter. The Arizona bet, which won pretty easily as a dog. The Arias Corbin hit parlay. I think Corbin had 2 or 3 hits. Arias didn't get his hit. Fucking whatever. And then MTSU, Middle Tennessee State, which happens to be on my television right now on ESPNU, and I have to watch this again. Up 27-3 at the half, and lost 45-27. I think 42 straight points they give up. So a little unlucky variance on a little bit the last couple of days, but we're good. We're locked in. We're going. Evan, give me some headlines.
Well, we first have Monday's game, and there's just turmoil.
No, we first have Julian and Cellini's chat.
Shit, you're right. M. Cellini, 2 pounds. Don't know how much American dollars that is, but Lukaku to score for Roma. Match starts in 40 minutes.
$25. Lukaku to score for Roma. It's a soccer play for you guys. Match starts in 40 minutes. All right, Cellini, you're on the board. You're in.
And Julian says Arizona's not even on the same level as LA. LA rolls.
I'm with you, Julian.
Listen, we'll see. Me and Rackets are big Snake supporters. We've been, Team Snakes for a couple of years now. So
it's over now.
All right.
So wears his Captain America shirt and just starts shitting on everything.
No, it's Captain Rupp.
Fucking Captain Homeless on her. So
no Captain. We're all equal.
God. Evan, go on.
Monday night's Giants-Seahawks game, Daniel Jones and Brian DeBull are not good. They paid $40 million for this guy who sucks dick.
Daniel Jones is not good. Danny Pennies. I'm going to do that video, I think, Evan. I think I started talking about what people aren't realizing with Daniel Jones, how he could rush for 147 yards every game if he just fucking understood that his left tackle's not going to block and swing his hips open and shoot everyone up the field. And everyone on TV keeps blaming the line, keeps saying he should have thrown in these spots. I need to do the video that shows them how he could have run.
Well, I mean, listen.
Yeah.
The Giants.
I feel like it's a couple days late, though.
The Giants' 2 best players are out, so it's kind of hard, to put all the blame on Daniel Jones.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
It's the line. It's their linemen, their best linemen, and Saquon.
Yeah.
So you can't really expect him to do anything,
But see, here's the difference. You can, and that's my point. That
but
Daniel Jones is terrible.
They're
bad. Their line sucks. They're not going to win. But he can be doing more. A great quarterback, a Lamar, and I don't call Lamar great. He's a great runner. No. I'm saying from his perspective. No, a great quarterback who can run. who can run, is going to find a way to run. Justin Fields was doing it at the end of last year. He was fucking running for $140 a game. Lamar has games where he rushes for $140. Josh Allen has games where he rushes for 80, 90 yards. You have to know that if you have that ability, which he does, one of the fastest quarterbacks in the entire
Richardson.
NFL. Richardson. You have to know, okay, my line's not blocking. I'm not Tom Brady. I'm not fucking Kirk Cousins. I can move. So let me start fucking taking off and make them pay for bum rushing on the outside. Because if he would just, dude, I posted the tweet. Remember that, Rackets, with the arrow pointing that he should have ran through this hole? The next play, Bill, he did it. And he ran for 20 yards. Like, if he just starts punishing them out the gate for bum rushing on the outsides, guess what they're going to have to do? Contain instead of bum rush. But he needs to punish them first and just keep running and hitting that hole so that he takes the pressure off. He shouldn't have to do that. They should have a better line, but they don't. So I'm going to do a little video explaining that. Maybe I put it on TikTok just to pass Bill. I got to get above
guys, I wouldn't cut Daniel Jones in fantasy. He's a good fantasy quarterback.
I cut him already.
Really? What was he been getting?
3, 8, 4, and 30.
Oh, he hasn't done anything like his stats, even with the rushing yards?
Yes, dude. Every
He's
game.
not throwing for any touchdowns.
Dude, Bill, 3, 8, 4, and 40. Those are his 4 games.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, obviously. I cut him just for the simple fact that what I'm seeing, that doesn't seem like a smart quarterback. And there's a lot of good quarterbacks out there, dude. There's Josh Dobbs out there. There's fucking even Baker Mayfield has been putting up pretty good numbers.
MVP Baker.
Jordan Love's available on most. There's another. CJ Stroud's available in a lot of leagues. Stafford's out there in a lot of leagues. So for me, it wasn't just cut Jones to cut Jones. It was, I'd rather have CJ Stroud. I'd rather have Howell, who's playing tonight. Howell's available in almost every league, and he's probably going to go the fuck off tonight against the Bears. So it's more of a. There is a lot of fantasy viable quarterbacks this year. None of them are great. But
Julian, I got Burrow too. I got Burrow, but I'm not going to cut him. I'm going to stay with him.
You can't cut Burrow, but you got to bench him for right now. You got it. But listen, guys, go get Josh Dobbs. Like, people don't understand. Josh Dobbs right now is fucking killing it from the fantasy perspective. And he just played Dallas and the Niners. So, like, when you're looking at this isn't like a cupcake schedule like you'll see some of these guys ball out against, the Giants and fucking, the Houston. He just fucking put up 27 and 20 fantasy points against Dallas and the Niners. This dude ran for 41, 55, and 48 yards in his last 3 games. So you're getting 50 rushing yards. He looks composed. He's a rocket scientist. Literally, he's a rocket scientist. He's a genius. He's rushing for touchdowns. He's thrown for a touchdown in each of his last 3 games. And now the schedule gets, even though since he's not a cupcake, Rams aren't a cupcake defense. They're better. They're easier than the Niners and Dallas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude, this guy's available in every fucking single league.
Tommy, your guy's on TV. He's practicing today.
Who's that?
Jonathan Taylor.
Let's go.
That was my next thing.
Oh, what a segue. But, so by the way, guys, go get Josh Dobbs. Go get McLaughlin. If you didn't already, obviously your waivers are probably already done, but I wouldn't go crazy trading for him or anything. But a couple of guys that you should be trading for or picking up is Josh Dobbs, CJ Stroud, and Howell for tonight if you need a quarterback.
We told you guys on Monday that we had the worst offense in the league. We talked about it. Giants are the worst offense in football, bro. That shit is.
I mean, you can't say it because Saquon's not there.
Can.
I mean, when Saquon's there, we'll see. You can.
We'll see when Saquon comes back.
You'll see. Well, let's see if it changes.
Waller was invisible until a minute and a half to go.
As of right now, Rackets, yeah, you're right.
The Giants are abominable.
Yeah,
bro.
yes, as currently constructed. Evan, what are you saying about Jonathan Taylor?
JT's just back to practice, so is Cooper Kupp.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I have both of them on pretty much every team in every league I'm in. I fucking went and grabbed fucking Jonathan Taylor in almost all of them, and I have Kupp either.
And Jameson
Rackets, when does Jonathan Taylor play?
He might sniff the lineup this weekend. You're not going to get full run of Jonathan Taylor till like week 8, but 50% of Jonathan Taylor is pretty much better than Zach Moss. So Zach Moss isn't bad. I'm not shitting on Zach Moss, but you can get Jonathan Taylor in there for 10, 15 snaps. He's not fantasy relevant, but he's.
No, I wouldn't
relevant.
start him.
With Jonathan Taylor, I think that they're a playoff team.
Bro, they're a good team.
With Anthony Richardson.
The Colts are sneaky, bro. I'm not even going to talk about it yet because I'm not even going to get into it.
I like the Colts.
I'm on board with it, dude. I like them. I was on board with the Richardson.
I'm with you. I like Richardson.
About that. And Richardson's coming around. Taylor's coming back.
I like what I see out of Richardson.
Pittman's great.
I love him.
Pittman's great. Downs has some upside. They got Moss now as a to spell Jonathan Taylor. And if Jonathan Taylor gets hurt again, the team's constructed well right now. Yeah, I actually like the Colts this year. I was all down on them last year. But I actually
It's
like
just crazy what a quarterback does. Like, it really is fucking just crazy.
Yeah, a quarterback who fucking runs. Like when he's supposed to, Daniel Jones.
It just doesn't make dumb mistakes. And, like, he's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. But,
Oh,
like,
dude, my whole video.
You can see the decision-making is like, okay, it's there. Like,
Rackets.
He's not
my
doing
video that I'm making, because I started making it the other night, and then I just got bored, about Daniel Jones. The two biggest examples of what Daniel Jones needs to be doing, this is by accident, Rackets. I didn't, like, hunt this down, were Anthony Richardson touchdowns. Like, he's literally the model for what I would say you should do. Drop back, step, plant your back leg, and go. That's what he does.
That's a pass run option. All these players, all these coaches do run pass options. That is a pass run option.
When you watch Daniel Jones drops back, and then when the rush comes, drops back 2 more times, right? And then goes. Anthony Richardson drops back, that left leg plants, and he's off.
He's gone.
And it's fucking awesome. It's great to watch. He's going to be phenomenal. Buy his cards. Any other headlines here, Evan?
We have the NFL. New York Post just wrote an article about the whole Taylor Swift shit. I know I'm beating it to fucking death, whatever. But apparently the NFL was pushing all these networks to run free Taylor Swift movie promos, all in an attempt to get her to do a halftime show for them.
They also changed their Instagram profile. Tommy, I tagged you in this in the chat. I don't know if you saw it or not. I don't know if it was right after the game or the day after the game. The NFL social media team changed their fucking IG bio to the NFL is 2-0 as Swifties, or Swifties are 2-0.
It was there. Yeah, I saw that.
You did see that? I was like, you got to be kidding me, guys. Come on.
Dude, I'm telling you something right now. And I would bet so much money on this. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have never kissed. They have not kissed. There is no chance
they're not even
they
holding
have
hands.
kissed.
They got cooties.
They have not kissed. This is the publicity stunt. But think about that. Do you think in your head that they've really made out? They have not kissed. Yeah. Guess what? Taylor Swift was supposed to be with Aaron Rodgers in the preseason. Do you remember that? Do you know what? Did you see Aaron Rodgers on McAfee the other day? How pissed off he is at Kelce. He called him Mr. Pfizer.
Yeah, it was amazing.
There's a story there, dude. Rodgers was fucking had a thing going. Watch the McAfee show from yesterday. Rodgers had some interest in Taylor Swift, and supposedly he's pissed because Kelce's with her right now, so he's taking shots at Kelce. So think about it. The NFL has Taylor Swift as an object, and Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the big deal this year. 8 primetime games. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is a star for the Jets. Aaron Rodgers and Taylor Swift were supposed to be together. Aaron Rodgers hurts himself on the 3rd play. A week later, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are together. Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the one with Taylor Swift, and now it's Travis Kelce.
Are you jealous? Did you want to be a Swiftie with the Jets?
No, I think I just made a TikTok, though. Now I got to go do it. All right. City Pizza. Are we dumping our entire life savings on FanDuel's Boost tonight? B-Rob 40+, more 40+. City, I appreciate the Twitter support and stuff, too, my dude. I see you out there. Thanks for the donation. We'll talk about that in a minute. I always worry about dumping any large amount of money on DJ Moore because it's so reliant on Justin Fields. You know, you can get a 20 or you can get a 120. So we'll talk about that, though. I think I have a better play to pair with that. What's your favorite picks for the World Series win? Cellini says with the $2 dono, £2 dono. Appreciate it.
Phillies.
So you're going Phillies. I'm going Atlanta. Rackets, you're going Orioles, right?
O's, but if you want a long shot, Phillies. I like the Phillies.
So Philly. So we're honestly then there you go. The bet's National League. Bet the National League to win the World Series. Probably get it at even money. Evan.
Speaking of the Bears, Chase Claypool is going to be released, apparently.
Oh, fuck him.
That guy fucking sucks,
dude. 2 years ago.
That guy fucking sucks. Yeah, remember when the Bears traded for him last year and they're like, oh, he's going to change the offense?
We were like, what?
No, he's not.
He's just giving zero effort.
Yeah.
And he was talking shit about the coaches.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So, yeah, next topic.
All the burner accounts that people are finding. So someone found Matt Canada's burner account, and it's just he's a fucking idiot, dude. He made this burner account, and the email that he registered it to was matt@steelers.com.
How did people even see the email?
So if you want, like, for Twitter, it'll give you like the first like 2 or 3 letters, and then the @ and then like the first 2 or 3 letters. So it was like MA, and it all lined up like the amount of characters at st--- .com. He uses fucking word.
Did you make
key,
a
man.
TikTok out of this yet?
No, I've made two
Evan,
today.
what do you mean? How
So-
do you not make a TikTok out of that?
Someone also found Evan Neals. There's one also reportedly for Josh McDaniels. Like, all these people are making burner accounts, apparently.
Why not? Everyone has one.
Yeah, but you
I don't.
use your normal email.
I
You
don't have a
idiot.
single burner account.
Just like Tommy G 185.
No, those are all deleted. I
Yeah,
don't
his
have a
burner accounts turned
account.
into
I
his
have a
real
bunch
accounts.
of deleted accounts.
You got Tommy G's up the ass.
I
They-
do not have
they were
one,
burner accounts
I
until
do
you
not
needed
have
them.
one other account. And here,
You're such a
I will-
liar.
I will
Tommy doesn't
explore.
need a burner. His
I don't. Fuck, do I need a burner for? Hold on. If I can show you, so I can take myself off this list. How do you do? What do you do? Log out? How do you even do it? I've never
What do you
logged out.
What do you mean? What do you?
Well, go where it says what account you want to log into. It'll show me both.
Yeah, but if you use a different email, it doesn't come up on that thing.
No, you don't need to log out. You just press. Let me see how you do it.
Is it just switch accounts?
Yeah, so go to like your profile.
I don't have that option because I only have one account. I think. What?
I have
Well,
two
Well, then you would
Instagram
have to
accounts.
add the account. That would be that'd just be way too much dead air.
Yeah. Okay. Forget it. I don't have a burner account.
I believe you.
Yeah, Bill has a burner account. I know that.
I do. I have a whole bunch.
Hold on.
One of
Ben
them is
Rapp.
you.
Ben
One of them
Rapp.
is Tommy G.
Ben Rapp is
I don't
definitely
need.
one
I
of
don't
them.
need a burner
No,
account
it's not-
because
no, no,
I don't need a burner account because I have Bill. So whenever I need to do something, I just send Bill on it.
Bill has Ben Rapp and Derek Billman.
Neither of those are mine.
Those are
Derek
those.
Billman.
Yeah, you're not fooling us, Bill.
Derek Billman.
Right? I'm definitely not those, but I do have them.
Yeah, no, I like to fight with the trolls. I don't like to fucking defend myself. I'd like to do it myself. These guys are fucking so insecure and weird. My favorite thing was Evan Neal coming out saying, Lions don't waste their time with the opinions of sheep. By the way, what are you guys doing, flipping burgers? Seems like you're wasting your time with the opinions of sheep if you're commenting on it and insulting them. Seems like that's the exact opposite. So, I agree with his statement too. But you'll never hear me say that to someone because the best way to do that, to make that statement, Evan, is to make this your header. A lion with sheep behind him, like mine. So I do agree with the statement. I'm making my header, and that says everything it needs to say. So by saying it, you're fucking disproving it.
Kababble has the soccer bet.
All right, what do we got?
Leverskin? Think that's how you say it?
Nobody knows how to say it.
Money line and over 1.5 goals minus 125. The game starts at 3:00. It's in the Europa League.
All right. I think Kababble won his first bet of the day. I believe Kababble's been awesome, man. I mean, this kid's been fucking doing a great job, not only with the bets, but just fucking grinding his ass off. So props to you, Kababble, if you're watching. Leverkusen money line plus match total over 1.5 minus 125.
Before we get to college football, I do think we have to touch on Trevor Bauer.
Yes, we do need to touch on Trevor Bauer real quick. Howie, did you see what went on with Trevor Bauer, the new video?
Trevor Bauer, he's got a few issues. He likes his pussy. He likes it, all different ways. But listen, man, his business mistake is he hooked up with a freak.
Hold
No,
on.
it was worse than that.
He was targeted, bro.
Why is
Worse than
Kababble
that,
calling
yeah.
me?
Did
It was,
you watch?
she
Did
was
you
a
see the
money
video?
grabbing hoe,
Yeah.
100%.
and but she was a freak. And look, man, here's the bottom line. You're a fucking pro athlete. You moron. Look, some of these chicks, have one of your boys do a background check on her, dude. Like, you know how much money she cost him?
Listen.
It's not worth it.
You watched the video, right, Tommy?
I stopped bringing fucking chicks to my place in
Thank you.
2020
Thank
because
you.
I got popular a little bit, right? And I didn't have fucking a $50 million, $100 million a year contract that I was doing. I started to see it. I started to see that girls act a little different, and if they know your podcast, if they know who you are, they make little jokes and shit where you're like, all right, what's going on here? So I was like, not done.
Yeah.
They should have fucking security cameras all over that goddamn house.
Dude,
How does he not have camera? Any girl that walks in, he should be like, listen, just to let you know, there's cameras in the house. There's none in the bedroom. I'm not going to film you doing anything. But that way, when that girl walks out with no black and blue on her eye, he can go to the fucking security camera.
Yeah,
You have to protect yourself.
He did what? Look, if you're a rookie in any league, MLB, NBA, NFL, the first 2 weeks that happens is they sit you in a room and they go over this shit. This is what they do in the NBA. They show you here's how much child support you pay with one kid in New York, in California. Here's how much you pay for two kids. Here's what they're going to try to do. Here's the way they're going to come
Here's
at
the way
you.
they're going to get you. Yeah.
And they go, this is a class. This is NBA, MLB, NFL 101.
Yep.
And I don't feel that bad because the dumb bastard, what he allowed, like, how do you look?
He hung out with her twice too.
It's like, come on, man. You don't have this recorded. You don't have video set up.
Dude,
You don't
There's
have
one video.
Yeah, which just came out now. But I mean, I always like to send the next day text, Howie. I always say, "Hey, did you get home okay? Yes. Thank you for the consensual sex."
Yeah. Or, thank you for letting me thank you for letting me tape record everything from the time then to dinner.
That's how you get arrested. Thank you for the consensual sex. Oh, you're welcome. There you go, and you're good. You're off the hook.
What he did was, I'm sorry, man.
I'm on the other side though, Dewey. Listen, he got destroyed by the people who want to see people fall.
But it's 2023, Tommy. This is gonna happen.
I know, but I mean, you got to remember, they're fucking. Even though Trevor Bauer's been in the league for a while, he's what, 30? Like at that time when this happened 3-4 years ago. Rackets, how old was Trevor Bauer? 29.
The problem with him is
it was the first year that he signed that Dodgers contract, so right after COVID, right before COVID, something like that.
But you got to admit, he had baggage. This wasn't the first time. He got a little hot water in the past.
So
they were coming from it.
So here's the thing. With Trevor Bauer's latest video, if you guys haven't seen it, go to Trevor Bauer's page. I'd stand with Trevor Bauer. I've stood with him from the beginning.
We all do. He got screwed. In this situation, he got screwed.
The big difference here is, Evan, I stood with him when it happened.
That we do have tape of that happening.
We have video of the day it happened with the girl with the black eye. Me going, no, I'm not jumping to conclusions yet.
Right.
No, I don't care if she's bleeding out her fucking face. I need to understand what went on here because his one tweet made me go, wait a minute, this bitch seems like she's chasing clout. Everyone else buried him and then started believing him. I believed him from the beginning. You always believe until you're proven that you're lying, because I know there's these dirty fucking whores that are trying to take you down. But the other thing, Howie, is he's not as complete. He didn't do anything, right?
No.
But at the same token, there are texts of him saying how he likes it rough and he wants to choke her, and her saying, I would
that's
love
the
for you to choke.
problem.
So that's the thing. His most recent video was a little like, I did nothing. She was fine. But you shouldn't be texting back. If you know a girl's looking to get choked out, I have a tweet that I sent. I think it's one of the last tweets that I sent on my old account. Let me just say, I have it right here. Choke. And this is funny. You ask any girl, there's probably at least 2 or 3 girls in this chat that have slept with me at some point. I screenshotted this. Who knows? Probably 10. I screenshotted this. So I'm going to read it to you. This is from my Tommy G Returns account, which got banned. If anyone remembers the No Mercy episode where I got made fun of for saying I will never choke or smack a girl during sex, no matter how much they say it turns them on or how much of a bitch I look like, now you know why. I will never. And it makes you feel like a pussy, right? When a girl's like, smack me, choke me. Nope, never.
What about
not sense to? Nope.
What about donkey punches?
Donkey punch is fine. It doesn't.
You're
leave
from
a mark.
behind. They can't really see.
Yeah, it doesn't
anything.
leave a mark, right?
Back of the head.
Yeah. The hands and the smack, it leaves a mark. The back of the head, the hair covers.
Right.
But yeah. So I mean, listen, these guys are stupid. You don't have sex with random 24-year-old girls if you're a fuck. Dude, you got high-end escorts, Howie. These fucking $20,000 a visit escort, not the hose you see on the corner. These guys can get legitimate, like official, like smoking hot fucking girls to fuck them and keep shit quiet. That's why Bill always says they pass around the same girls through Hollywood because they know they're safe, but the whole time.
Yeah,
but,
what Trevor Bauer did, that's just basically dumb athlete 101 shit. What he did was so stupid. Look, he was in the right. He got screwed. He'll probably sue MLB, and I'm sure I think he'll get a settlement. They'll probably pay him.
I mean,
he got fucked over. But what he did was stupid.
Yeah, what he did was stupid, but at the same time, it's a 28-year-old kid with a ton of money, fucking just seeing a hot, cute chick, and she had a whole plan, right? So, like, I get it, but I mean, you got to be smarter than that. You just got to be. But then again, at 28, if I had fucking 50 million, I'd probably be fucking stupid girls and getting caught up in the same shit.
Well, he's basically the white dude that what's his name that plays for Memphis. They're about the same.
Yeah, Evan.
I just looked up on our software. The earliest recorded date that you were defending him was November 5th, 2021. 2 years ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, everyone else was fucking all over this fucking attacking this dude.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel bad for him, and I want to be friends with him. So, Trevor, if anyone gets this out there, I want to be friends with Trevor Bauer.
He's listening.
I want to. Is he listening? Trevor, let's go. Me and you, bro. I will go to war for you on Twitter. I will go to bat for you. I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, he got screwed, man.
Fucked.
He got screwed.
Fucked. Let's go to college football, Howie. Last night, I had Middle Tennessee State in what was, I want to say, the strangest lost bet I've ever had in my entire life, Howie, because there was baseball playoffs on everywhere. I was on a business call, and I was doing some research. I was doing like 9 things at once, right? So the Middle Tennessee State game was on the far TV, and I changed the channel by accident, I think. It was 27-3, right? Let me just walk you through it. It was 27-3, okay? So I blocked it out of my head. That's a winner, okay? We won. And it was halftime. So I'm like, oh, we're good. And I leaned on the remote, I guess, because I was on the Spanish channel when I turned around. So it was the channel up. So I must have hit the button by accident. Didn't even notice because I was ignoring that TV and focusing on these two. When I came back, they were up 1 or 2. I went and took a shit and came back. They were down 7. I smoked a cigarette. They were down 40. They let off 42 straight points to start the second half and lost by like 1 million.
They were up. And I literally looked up and I said, "Holy fuck! Is Rupp the new punt returner for Middle Tennessee?"
I mean, they're just scooping scores, fumbles, fucking. Then fucking Middle Tennessee down 8, drove all the way to the 20, was marching, and they throw like a pick 6 the other way. Like, what the fuck is going on in this game? Like,
That punt return,
craziest shit I've ever seen.
The punt return, where that was in my life, I've never seen a dumber play because. Why that kid didn't run to the stands after the ball was within 10 feet of him. Instead, he waited till 4 guys were a foot away from him and then said, watch me try to grab this thing. This is going to be cool. They just took his head off.
I mean, how you lose to a team whose quarterback threw for 180 yards and averaged 3 yards a carry on the ground, 3.6. They ran 46 times for 166 yards. They was 3.6 yards a carry. Fucking Middle Tennessee threw for 455 yards and rushed for like just fumbles and defense and fucking nonsense.
Oh, that was one of the worst losses I think I've ever seen in my life.
I thought it was over. I mean,
they were in total control. The game was over.
It was dude. A team scored 3 points in the first quarter and scored 42 in the next quarter and a half. Like, it was just a complete avalanche. An underdog did that. That's the crazy thing. It wasn't like they were Georgia turning it on. Like an underdog went and did that. And then New Mexico State with the nice win yesterday. But let's talk a little bit about the games tonight, Howie. We're going to go into, obviously, this weekend's games tomorrow on the show. By the way, we will have a different time for the show tomorrow. I have to go to the hip doctor and get some blood work done and all that shit at 2:30. And because I'm loyal to you guys, I will make sure to either move the show up or back so that I'm here. So I don't want to miss the show. I have to ask you the one question. We were arguing a little bit on the Discord the other day with me and Hoffman. Who do you think right now is the national champion?
I think the best team in the country is Georgia. I mean, I hate to say it, I think they have issues they're trying to solve.
Still, I mean, listen, I don't know.
How do you knock them off? If they beat the piss out of Kentucky Saturday, if they beat the piss out of them, they're far. I don't see anybody close to them yet. I just don't. You can't take anybody from another league. You don't know how the Pac-12. You got Oregon.
The SEC's not good this year, dude.
I don't know.
I know it's still the SEC, so obvious. But I mean, that SEC is weak this year.
But you got Alabama. They haven't lost out of conference.
Dude, they snuck by Auburn and should have lost. They snuck by South Carolina.
Auburn is solid.
Yeah, I know Auburn's very good, right? But they snuck by South Carolina. They snuck by Auburn. They beat UAB, Ball State, and UT Martin. So they really don't have a Georgia win yet, right? They don't have that 25-point win against a Kentucky or a Tennessee or an Ole Miss. Like, I need to see that before I believe, because I think everyone's just chalking it up, right? That's it. Like, Stetson Bennett meant nothing, and it's just this. No, the players that have left meant nothing.
I agree with you. I think, look, man, I'm not sold. I do think you can't put anyone above them yet because they haven't lost.
I agree with that. They're still the favorite. But would you take Georgia or the field is the question.
Yeah, you know
Because
what?
I don't know if it's Florida State. I don't know if it's Oregon, if
Tommy,
it's Penn State. But I know one of them can catch them. They're vulnerable right now.
If there's a team that I am right on the fence with, it's Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State's the team.
I think Florida State has the NFL picks, enough of them.
Agility and size.
I think they could rack up 30, 35 points against Georgia. Florida State's got two of the best 6'6", 6'7" receivers in the country.
I love them.
And they got athletes, man. They got Florida homegrown kids who can play. And so are they better than Georgia? I don't know. They're right there.
They're going to be. Listen, the bottom line is Florida State is walking to the college football playoff, right?
I agree.
So, I mean, with that monster win over LSU first week, all over that, right? Would crush that. We were all over that. And then even though they only beat Clemson by 7, that's a good Clemson team that's been playing well. At Clemson is fucking not an easy win. You know, and now they got Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Duke's a tough game. Wake Forest, Pitt, Miami, they should handle that. North Alabama and Florida. So they're going to be favored in every single one of their games going forward, sizably. I think this is Florida State, Georgia, and I think Florida State takes them out.
So with that being said, looking at the futures, I think we both agree you're going to have one SEC team and Florida State in the Final Four. You know, whether it's Georgia, Alabama, you're going to have one of them. Who are the other two going to be? Are we leaning with Oregon and possibly Penn State, Michigan?
I'm not on the Penn State train. I know you are. Hoffman is. Everyone is. I just can't. It's Penn State. It's Penn State. They're going to have a game where they just fucking lose that they shouldn't. I get it. I mean, I think Oregon, I love, but the problem is, dude, that Pac-12, even if you want to say there's no monster team that could beat Georgia, all those teams got to play USC, Washington, there's a lot of fucking teams that can bang. Even Oregon States and Washington States are good teams down there. Like, it's a very balanced conference. It's just a lot of good teams in it. So.
Well, and the one thing I do like, I
think it's the winner of the Texas game and Oregon are my next two favorite.
The reason I do like Oregon is because their quarterback was a solid quarterback for Auburn, who played under a shitty coach.
And underachieved.
Under a shitty system. And that kid, if he was at Auburn now, I think Auburn would be scary. Yeah. Because that kid's a hell of a quarterback, man. He's eating it up in the Pac-12. So I do think that Oregon could run the table. I
think Oregon, I think they have the toughest schedule of all the big teams the rest of the way. I think Texas, if they can get by this week, probably makes a nice run. Someone in the chat just said they don't trust yours. I don't either. I don't think Texas is going to win anything. But I think it's Florida State. I think Oregon, Georgia, those are the main ones, and we'll keep up to date. We have a Florida State future that I put out before the first game or after the first game, I think plus 1,500 to win the Natty too. So
I got him. I got him right on the fence. I actually 5 weeks ago put a bet in for them to win the national championship.
Yeah, we did. I think we and you both did it after the LSU game, right?
Florida State, Georgia, those are my top two picks.
What about go on?
Yeah, I think just athlete. They have the athletes. I mean, they do. They have 7-8 NFL players. So
what about so we're going to talk about Saturday's games tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. We'll let you know what time. That we have to see what the appointment is, and we have another team meeting and stuff like that. So it may be at 6:30, it may be at noon. It could be any time in between. We may do it 6:30, and run it into the roundtable show, which we're doing tomorrow night, back to back, or we may do it at 12, and then I'll go to the doctor and we'll get all that shit done, and depend on Bill and everyone's schedule. Let's talk about the two games tonight. Not the sexiest games, but there's games, and me and you like a lot of these small schools. So we got Western Kentucky and La Tech. And we got Sam Houston versus Liberty. Liberty 4-0, Sam Houston 0-4, 20-something point spread on this game. I think it was 21 last I checked. What do you like here, Howie?
Liberty's actually going to have a ton of people at that game. That's a football school. They're decent in hoops too. But it's a Bible thumping fucking Southern football team. They're going to be out just fucking going nuts tonight. I think they win by probably 40. And I like Western Kentucky on the road because I'm hearing through my sources that Louisiana Tech has some internal situations going on with the program.
And Howie's sources are legitimate sources, for those of you guys that don't know. He's friends with about 47,000 different small school college coaches.
They have some problems, Louisiana. They're at home. They're underdogs. I think they got problems.
All right, so we like Western Kentucky there. I'm going to take that. I was on Western Kentucky too. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to play it. Let me just see here if we do this. I don't have a lean on the Liberty game. I got nothing on it. Sam Houston State is probably the weirdest team I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, did you see the stat for the first 2 games on Sam Houston State? Someone tweeted it out. They actually they scored 3 points in the first 2 games and covered both.
Let's
They
just
lost
say
14-0 and 13-3, and now they're just getting throttled by Jacksonville State and Houston.
yeah, all those stud Texas recruits are going to Incarnate Word. They're not going to Sam Houston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So I like Western Kentucky. I'm going to use that as a parlay piece for something coming up in the NFL game. So you betting it straight? You betting a -5.5?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I like it.
So you like that? All right. So Western Kentucky, and you're laying a 20.5 with Liberty.
Yep.
All right. So 20.5 with Liberty, 5.5 with Western Kentucky. Obviously, you got to parlay.
And I'll probably tease them.
Teaser opportunities there for you guys if you want them. All right, Howie, Dewey. Appreciate you. Anything else you want to drop before you leave?
Big weekend, man. We're gonna have a big weekend. Some great games.
You got a new pod coming out soon, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on? Tell us about that.
Degenerate Gamblers. It's going to be everything, man. Stories, horse racing, football, guys losing houses. It's going to be awesome.
And you got a special coming out too, don't you?
Yeah, the special. Touch the children. Teach the children.
I told Howie on his flyer he needed to change it because it's teach the children. It kind of looked like touch. I was like,
dude, that he did, man. It was too much.
I helped you there, right?
I sent it to the art guy. I'm like, yo, you got to make this look more like an E. I just can't.
So Evan, this is the point where you need to have a friend who tells you the truth and isn't like, as Howie probably sent that to a million people and they're all like, we love it. He sent it to me.
Yeah.
The art's so cool on it. All of them. All
Very
the pictures.
nice.
And I was like, yo, you might want to change that E. And he was like, oh, and you don't realize it, especially when you're in the picture. So what is this? No, it didn't. But it kind of looked like it the way that he was written.
It looked a little bit like
it was fake. Like 1 out of 20 people would have said it, but you don't even want that.
If you look at it from a distance, you'd be like,
you shrink it into. I remember I cut it for you. I cropped it, Evan, into what it would look like on the podcast list for him. Like, this is how small it's going to be when you look at it that small. But what is this? Teach the children. Talk to us.
Yeah, it's a 35 minutes. It's an hour special I taped. They edited it down to 35 minutes. It sounds good. Trying to get it up on Raw Dog. I got 2 record labels we're looking at. I'm gonna choose one the next week or so. Props goes out to Jimmy Fontaine from Atlantic Records. He's photographed everybody from the Rolling Stones to shit. He does everybody, and he was nice enough to come in and just.
That's really cool. Your art is awesome. All those pictures.
It's unbelievable. Like,
it looks great.
Trying to spin a ball and do a shot. Jesus Christ.
It's really cool. And thank God you did it before you got your haircut because your hair's better now. But when you got that initial,
it would have been
it would have been a mess.
It would have been a mess. Yeah, it was great, man. It was great, and I think we'll put it up. It's going to be good.
So we'll just follow Howie on Twitter, Howie_Dewey, HOWIE_DEWEY. That Evan cackle in the back means something just happened in the chat.
I just saw Howie's picture. The picture I just put it up on the screen.
Oh,
and it definitely does look like Touch the Children.
It looked a little bit like Touch, yeah. But listen. That honestly probably would be a funnier title for a stand-up, honestly.
Real funny.
I mean, listen, dude, thank God I'm here, dude. I'm the only one that told you that and all your friends?
Yeah, if you look at it, it looks like Teach.
No, it does, right. But if you glance.
Yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it
was the right move to tweet.
Fixed it, but the pictures that guy did were insane, man.
Yeah, it was awesome. They were great. They made you look good.
Hilarious.
All right, Dewey, we got to get to some NFL. If you want to stop by Sunday, we're going to have people over here doing a little beta test on the Mayhem Mansion for the subscribers and anyone who lingers over from the Stay Cashin show. And then,
all right.
So let me know. And then next week, let me know too.
All right, brother.
All right, dude. Talk to you later. All right. Let's move it forward to NFL. It is that time. Let's see. All right. Got my sheets open. Rackets, what are we thinking about the game tonight? Obviously, this is the epitome of an NFL fucking Washington Bears. Who the fuck cares? Bullshit game where how do the Commanders not win this game by 14? But it's Thursday night. the whole world is going to be on Washington, and we know how this story is going to end by midnight.
Why don't you go check the ticket count on the overs, on the over for tonight's game?
Hold on, I'm pulling it now.
Humor yourself.
On what, the over?
Yeah. Look at the ticket
Everyone's
count.
on the over. Jesus Christ.
And look at what happened.
Yeah.
We're going under. 44.5. It's like 90% on the ticket count on the over, and the line's dropped a full point. Don't do it. Take the under. Cash another ticket.
Yeah. And Bill, what about the how did the Commanders lose this game? You know they're gonna, right? We already know they're gonna because everyone says they can't. But how does the faction fuck us tonight, Bill?
I don't know. I mean, they should kill it, right? I mean, on all fronts. I love McLaurin. I mean, how does he not get those yards and reception and everything? I don't know. The Bears are awful.
Dude, Thursday night games are so hard because it's just, they're going to fucking rig it. You just fucking know they're going to rig it, right? I mean, it's so hard because what do I want to do? Someone in the chat said, what was the boost? Brian Robinson, 40 plus was the question that, I forget who asked that before. What was the question? Brian Robinson, 40 plus, and DJ Moore, 40 plus. Yeah, I think Brian Robinson goes for 140 today. Like, I think he should fucking run wild in a fucking, 28-13 Washington win, 28 carries for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 100%. Which means that's the thing that won't happen because I'm sure everyone in America thinks that's going to happen. So, I don't fucking know. I know there's one thing I love in this game. I love the Washington money line. I'm pairing the Washington money line with Western Kentucky. That was the game from this that I told you. I'm not fucking with points on Rackets. We've seen enough of prime time. Mahomes slides down, point covers. No, I'm not fucking with the points. I'm taking Washington on the money line, Western Kentucky on the money line. It's minus 106. Let me get that, put that in. I'm comfortable. Now, the other play I really love here, and you guys probably won't be too surprised because we've been slaying these, is the Howell rushing, Bill. I think the Howell rushing yards at like 12, 13 yards, depending on the book you're looking at. Mm-hmm. I think that's a phenomenal play here. I don't really even understand it because this is a quarterback who's still finding himself in the NFL, right? So if you're a young quarterback and you're starting to evolve week after week in the league as a starter, and you have success with something last week that you did more than you've ever done before, I can't see you just abandoning it, right?
Got 40, 18, 13, 11. So.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's hitting the number even in the other games. The big thing for me is he had 6 carries last game. I get it was Philly, but that wasn't a blowout. That was a close game. So it's not like we're talking, we're down 20 and he kept dropping back and running because of the blitz. Like, yeah, Philly's going to blitz. Philly's going to bring more pressure. There's going to be more rushing opportunities. I get that. But 6 carries for 40 yards last game, I can't see him just going back to 1 or 2 carries. And even in the games we did do 1 or 2 carries, he got 18, 13, and 11. So I like the Sam Howell over 12.5 rushing yards. That's probably my favorite prop of the day today. And quarterbacks in prime time, like we've said forever, Bill. Me and you, it's kind of one of the first things we bonded on when we met, right? Quarterback rushing props. So Mahomes just ran for 80 and we had his rushing prop the other day. I think that's my favorite play. From a rushing perspective, yes, obviously subscribers. I'm going to have some parlays here with Brian Robinson up and Brian Robinson down and Brian Robinson touchdown.
How does DJ Moore not get 3.5 receptions?
The thing for me with DJ Moore, dude, I've had him on my fantasy team enough, no matter what team he's on. My thing is I kind of like DJ Moore longest catch. Because for me, there are games where DJ Moore does nothing and then he'll catch a 30-yard pass. So I do like the DJ Moore over 21.5 longest reception.
Well, he's got 29, 29, 33, 14.
His longest? 20, what is it?
29, 29, 33, 14.
14 was the first game? Yeah, so, I mean, he's hit that the last 3 games by a substantial amount. So, yeah, I like DJ Moore longest catch. That way he can catch his one little 27. If they get blown out by like 30, there's a chance Fields only completes fucking 8 passes, right? So, at least you got the garbage time where you can go catch a 20-yard pass. I do like DJ Moore's over, but again, it's the odds boost, guys. The odds boost is Robinson 40, DJ Moore 40. They never win the odds boosts. We've been talking about this for 5 years. The odds boosts are the traps. So
we did hit it last week.
They got to hit 1 out every 10 or people stop betting them, right? But I don't know. I mean, Rackets, what do you think? DJ Moore prop. I like it, but it seems a little too easy.
I don't do any of those props, man. Especially on a Thursday night. I'm out on that stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
you get a shit show every single fucking week, and every week everyone's like, oh, let's bet these.
And then we all forget because we're crackheads, and they put the crack in front of us, and they sprinkle it on our cereal. I mean, listen, you won't find a person in the. I'm just going to tell you this. You didn't even need to tell me the odds boost. Every person in America is going to be betting Brian Robinson and DJ Moore. Those are the two things. They think the Washington's going to win. Therefore, the running back is going to be the targeted play. The receiving position on that team has been a little sporadic, to say the least. And on the Bears side, DJ Moore is the target. So, Bill, you got any other props or anything else you like on this game?
No, like I said, DJ Moore and McLaurin. I love the rushing yard. I love. Other than that, I like Washington. I mean, really not much more.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd love to tell you, we can go force some. We'll have a couple more plays later, obviously. We'll do some of our fun shit and some of the, plus 2000s and crazy shit like that we do for the subscribers. Any interest in any kicker props here? May I interest you in a Joey Sly or Cairo Santos?
Not as of now.
Okay. Yeah, there's not too much here. For me, Washington money line. Howell, big. I'm big on Howell. I think Howell rushes for 25, 30 yards today. Maybe a Howell rushing touchdown. Throw that in, little stab, and probably do some alted down Robinson Moores and regret it later. But that's pretty much it there. And then the longest reception over 21.5. And Rackets, you're on the under.
Always on the under.
Okay. Always the under. Rackets always on the under. Smart move too. It always wins.
Don't overthink it.
It hits 70% every year. Why not fucking just do it? Prime time.
It's easy.
Yeah. So just one last opinion before we get out of here. How do you think Fields performs tonight? Project me a Justin Fields line.
Oh, good God. 145 passing yards and 72 rushing yards. 1 touchdown.
Bill?
He's going to do 200. 250. 250 and a touch.
250 and a touch. What about rushing?
250 yards rushing and a touchdown.
He's gonna have like 200 all purpose, dude. 220.
I think he implodes. I mean, I think that situation's so bad over there. I'm saying like 170, 180. I don't even think he gets to 200.
140, bro.
So what's his prop? His prop's probably like 205 or something. It's 189 and a half.
89.
Christ.
I think he gets 2.
All right. So you're kind of like the over
193 on DraftKings.
I mean, he should. The problem with him is whenever he's on primetime, you think he's going to fucking run because that's what he should do to floss. But he's always trying to prove he's a quarterback on primetime. Like, it's the opposite. He's trying to show the nation that he could throw on the games where he should be running like crazy and showing them that he's good. I don't fucking know. I have no idea what's happening with Justin Fields, nor am I betting any of his shit. No fucking idea. Guy threw for 350 and 4 last week and 120 and 0 fucking other 12 weeks. So you have fun with Justin Fields. Final words, Joey Rackets. Did we forget anything, Evan?
No.
All right. Final words, Rackets.
This game's going to be dog shit. Just be prepared.
Yeah, it is. I think I'm liking your under here. Evan.
Rigged.
Fact. Bill Rupp.
See you tomorrow.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We're going to have Evan, is there a way to put on the screen tomorrow to show them what time? Follow at Stay Cashin Show, first of all, guys. Follow that. Evan will be sending updates. Follow at Tommy G Returns too. So follow our 2 accounts. We'll make sure to let you guys know what time the show is going to be tomorrow. If you want to give us feedback, Evan, actually, why don't you post a thing on Twitter asking them, or write it in the comments. There we go. Evan, we'll get comments on the video. So write in the comments on the video what time you would like the show to be tomorrow. We can't do anything between like 1:15 and 3:30, 4 o'clock. So do you want it at like 6:30 leading into the round table, or do you want it at like noon? Bill, could you do early? What's the earliest?
I can't do early. Just throwing that.
No, I can't.
You can't? What's the earliest you could do? You can't do anything before 2?
Nope.
See you tomorrow at 6:30 on the Stay Cashin Show. Leave a comment anyway telling us how great we are, and Evan will give someone a free week out of the comment section. So go drop a comment on the video. Tomorrow, 6:30, Stay Cashin Show, new bat time, same bat channel, leading right into the NFL Roundtable Show, which will take place at 8 o'clock. I guess we got to do that again free this week here on YouTube too. So you're going to have us for fucking 3 hours Everything you need for football will be covered, and we'll get you out of here by 9 so you can still go out and get drunk and go bang some hoes. For Evan Hand, Howie, Dewey, Joey Rackets, and Bill Rupp, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!